What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well. I do have to be a bit quiet today because I'm not in my usual location, but we're going to dive straight into things. So hopefully you watched my video yesterday. If not, do go and check it out, and you'll see that price pretty much played out more or less exactly as I expected in terms of us creating some kind of low today on dollar. We did trade through the level which I did want to see provide support, so that is a little bit nerving in terms of moving into the next day. It'll be interesting to see if we can get back inside the range, and if so, then I'll be confident that we can start looking at Monday's high as our first target, and then potentially Friday's high as well. So but it was nice to see us trade lower, and you'll see on the other pairs they traded a lot more cleaner in terms of to the targets which I delineated in yesterday's video. So can't stress this enough. If you haven't yet checked it out, do go check it out. But nonetheless, now we do have very clear relative equal lows below here. So there's a high possibility that price is going to want to try and trade into those, and then as you can see, we are. Oops, excuse me. Yep. Right. So as you can see, yeah, we've entered some kind of consolidation, but because of how smooth these lows are, I doubt they're going to want to leave price. To be honest, if we fail to take out this low and price starts trading higher, I think that means we're extremely bullish. But if we see these lows get taken, and if they are going to get taken, I want to see them get taken at, like, in the early hours of London. But if they fail to take out this low, that shows bullishness, because for price to come this deep into this range, into this much of a discount, and not to take out these lows, that shows extreme bullishness, and that there's a willingness to want to try and trade up to the buy side. So that's something to take into account. But like I said, if it is going to take out that low, I want to see it happen in London, and if it doesn't happen then like I said, it's likely we are going to see us start to push back into the range and get back above that Sunday opening price. So that's what I've got my eyes set on currently. But yeah, my bias still remains the same, and expecting that price will ideally trade higher, but like I said, it all depends on this low. If this low goes, then I'm expecting it to just keep running, to be honest, for a little bit. But like I said, if it fails, that shows extreme bullishness, and we will see that in tomorrow's price action, and you'll see what I mean. Because like I said, for it to become this deep into the price, for price to come this deep into the current trading range and fail to take out this low, it means that it doesn't want sell stops. You might be engineering it in for later, that's completely fine, but I mean, we'll likely see some nice runs on the back of it to the upside if it's failing to take out that low. Let's head on to GBP USD, and you can see we traded beautifully up towards the daily bearish order block, which I drew our attention to as well. So let's go up to the daily just to take a closer look. We had an expansion higher, just as I spoke about, and you'll remember in yesterday's video I spoke about this daily bearish order block, and you can see we've started to work our way towards that. Now, we haven't quite traded into it, which is completely fine. I'm not too concerned about that, to be honest. Again, we are in a bit of consolidation. I think what will happen is we'll probably run some kind of stops and then start to pull back. But yeah, it's just obviously it's a matter of time. It does look to me like price may crawl up into the daily bearish order block, and if it does, so be it. And then it'll be nice to see if we can get a reaction off the back of it. But it is nice nonetheless to see a nice strong reaction, a nice draw up towards that. Let me just get my daily dividers up. So here are my daily dividers, and I will get the midnight candle drawn out like so. And like I said, you can see we found support, we traded higher. Remember, I'm looking for some kind of high to get made early in the week. Assuming we are going to trade low, I want to see the high get made earlier in the week. We do have high impact news, unemployment rate at 2 a.m. So what we might see on the back of that is some kind of highs get ran. So it's possible that we might find displacement at that time, whereby GBP might take out some highs, but dollar might not take out any lows, which would be nice to see. So I'm expecting us to have a nice reversal on the back of that. My setup ideally will form around 3 a.m. and if dollar's behaving itself in the way it should, then I'll be entering at around 3 a.m. for my entry, and I'll be expecting us to start running into the Asian range and then into these lows. And again, if you haven't watched my Asian range video, do go check it out. It's on my channel. It's called Mastering the Asian Range, but it's right here from 7 p.m. and you'll notice we haven't taken out the low of that Asian range yet. So, and to be honest, these lows, this low and this low is looking very nice to me as well. So in terms of sell side liquidity, there are places I'd like to think that price will be able to draw towards. So I'm going to get that delineated for us on Tuesday as well. But nonetheless, I'm expecting some kind of high to get made. If it does want to travel any higher, maybe tap into that bearish order block, and 3 a.m. I'll be looking for a setup to form and hopefully get a run for the rest of the day. So I hope that will make sense on pound. We are going to finish up on Euro. This is a quick video. Hopefully we can go into more depth tomorrow, guys. But you can see beautiful trade up to where, again, another level which I called out yesterday. So let's take a look at the daily, see where we've actually traded into. And if you've watched yesterday's video, you'll know, well, Let me see if I can remind myself as to what it is myself. I think I was talking about this breaker. I can't even recall. How terrible is that, guys? Nonetheless, though, I do remember splitting this range up. I believe this is a daily wick. This is a... What was it? There's a weekly wick, right. Sorry, guys. So if we look at this weekly wick, split it into quarters, you'll see that I've marked out the 50% level and the 75% level. And I was saying how I'm expecting price to create the high at the 50% level. How I want it to trade up to this 50% level, 75% level, and then this I want to see as a rejection block level. And you can see we haven't quite tapped into it yet, but I was explaining how price taps in it here, it rejected here, it rejected here, it rejected. So if it taps into it again, I'm anticipating that to happen, and that's kind of what we're seeing now as price is slowing down, as we're very much approaching it. And you got to remember, this is a weekly rejection block level, this blue level right here. So we're expecting a large amount of resistance to be found at it, which is why we're seeing the kind of consolidation we're getting at this point as well. So again, I just can't stress enough. Watch yesterday's video, you'll have more context as to where my bias is coming from. But it'd be nice to think that it'd be nice if we could get some nice expansion away from here. We do have high impact news at 5 a.m. on euro, so we might find that euro lags behind pound a little bit, considering pound have their news first. But if we can get some displacement to the downside, that'd be really nice to set us up for the rest of the week. So let's get that Sunday opening price marked out as per usual, which is right over right over here, and you can see that we're obviously above it right now. And yeah, like I said, it's very possible that they might create the high on Monday, or they're going to create a high on Tuesday if it does manage to wick up any higher. But we might find that price just rolls over into the London's range again. 3 a.m. I'll be looking for my setup, and I'd be expecting it to start running because this is the highest premium I'd want price to be in at this point. And again, if price does manage, because look, we haven't taken out this high yet. And if price fails to take out that high, just like I was talking about on dollar, how if it fails to take out that low, it's going to show extreme bullishness. On euro, the same thing applies. So the fact that it's failed, if it does fail to take out that high, it's going to show a lot of bearishness, and we're going to see a lot of downwards price action, I believe. GBP. Now GBP is in a slightly different condition. Why? Because it's actually taken out the relative high. So this high, we've got a lower high on euro. We've got a higher high on pound. So pound's obviously in trouble, but when's it going to do that catching up? It might have to catch up. And then euro is again creating a lower high. So euro and dollar are the only ones which are in tandem right now in this situation, depending on whether we can get out of this mud. So it's going to be very interesting. But again, I think we're going to have a nice trading day tomorrow. I'll be looking at around 3 a.m. for my entry, 3 a.m. New York time, which is the London session, about 8 a.m. for me. So yeah, hope that all makes sense. Don't forget to join the Discord. Smash subscribe, guys, please. Don't forget to drop a like and join the mailing list. All the links are in the description, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.